we had a number of people from the afflicted region there, sort of centered around Chimney Rock, but, in that Swannanoa, all the way down through Asheville, that whole area. And so one of them contacted me and said, I'm hearing this really awful stuff out of Chimney Rock. That was the viral tweet, which said that somebody there had heard that the government was thinking of just seizing the whole town, bulldozing it, and not really caring about the bodies. So I said, look, this is what I've been told, and I've been working to confirm that. And today I had 2 direct phone calls with people, both of whom wish to remain anonymous, but I can use first names. And so first with Cody, from a town, as I understood his story, and this one's actually going to get, I think I'll put this out tomorrow once my production team's whooped it into shape, but he allowed me to record it, and just over the cell phone into my microphone here, and 39-year-old guy, and he said, look, they were on, he and his wife and single digit age son at their house Friday morning, and things start to get bad. And then they start to get really bad much more quickly. He wasn't expecting this. They hadn't been warned. It's a hurricane. They have them. They peter out by the time they get to the mountains. Not this time. The wind is strong. The rain is stronger. So his first action is to take his cars. He has a gravel driveway. Take them and put them down on the hard top down below because he didn't want them to get stuck or washed out. By the time he made it back to the house, he went from sort of concerned enough to move his cars to, oh my goodness, we're going to have to get out of Dodge. Gets the wife, gets the son, get in the car, and they start driving. Come around a corner, and there's already a landslide blocking the whole road, and there's no other way out. So now what? The story progressed from there. He lived on a road, Brandon, with a number of other houses. There were 19 people who lived in that other row of houses. 18 of them are gone. A number of them, they pulled the bodies out. They all got rinsed down to the bottom. He was standing there with somebody and they said, hey, there's a survivor. And so they all run down and they found one of those 19, a gentleman, all caught up in tree limbs. There's housing debris. There's water coming by. And very sadly, this guy is surrounded by dead bodies of his neighbors, possibly his own loved ones. And he's just trapped. Took him 2 hours to clear this guy out. They were very worried, of course, extricating somebody. If you cut something wrong, you could make it worse, maybe kill him. So it took time. Obviously a horrific situation for anybody. And then that's Friday all the way up through Friday night. They're getting people up into the church, which is on high ground. It's made out of brick, felt like the safest place. The next morning wakes up and they're still all on their own. Like there's nobody there. There's only what you call local rescue. Their own local volunteer fire department is there, other people from the community. That's it. So I asked him, well, through all of Saturday, did you hear did any officials show up, from the state or from the feds? He said, nope, not a person. Now, he pulled his wife and son out, took them somewhere safer with relatives for Sunday, comes back Monday, if I remember the story exactly right, and still just doing everything they can to help. There are people trapped. There's people, stuck in their homes. A lot of elderly people live up that way who are, maybe so able-bodied. And just hearing his voice, a lot of trauma in it, obviously. Just who's prepared for this kind of a situation. But beyond that, again, just no help is coming. Tuesday, no help. Wednesday, he thinks, and there's some private helicopters flying over. And finally, by today, there was some notion that there was some help finally arriving. 6 days later, right? That's not how this works, right? If your barn is on fire, you don't wait 6 days to think about getting the horses out, right?